Alright, hey guys. I talked to CG and I wanted to go over some things that I thought should, help or be improvements. Again, this is all, I realize this is, we're alpha build, we're not even close to finished product. So, first things first, if we come to options, notice I have it in windowed full screen, but I was having problems with my mouse going over. I don't know why. It's working now. I can bring my mouse over, but it wasn't before. I don't know what happened. But let's go to windowed, let's say. Save display settings. Confirm. Okay. It's only doing this because I'm recording now. But my mouse was getting stuck inside of this window. So I couldn't bring it out. I don't know why, but hey, it's working now, so maybe something to look at. I know I was in windowed mode right before I started recording. I switched to windowed full screen, and it wouldn't let my mouse out. I had to hit the Windows button, right, to get it to work. So that's kind of not that big a deal. But I have a 1080 GTX 1080, and I've got to turn the settings down pretty low. But I don't. That's not on you. That's just on my. It's on my graphics card. All of these new settings were really nice. I liked the addition of the melee aim style, damage hit feedback, all that stuff. I thought that was really nice. So no complaints there. Let's go. This is probably my biggest thing. I'm gonna do a private game. Now, when I launch a private game, let's say I want to get back out of this, right? Let's say I change my mind. I want to get back out. I have no way of doing that. I can't back out. I can't back out right here. So I would think maybe a button right here to go back to main lobby or get out of the private mode, something like that, just to make it easier. Because instead I have to hit escape and then leave lobby. So this is probably my biggest thing. It takes me back to this main page, and I shouldn't have to do that. I should be brought back to this page, right? So that also happens when I go into a match not in a private room. So if I do a fine match here and I back out, it takes me all the way back to the main page. So I don't know if that's just something that hasn't been coded in yet, but I think that would be nicer to have. You have this private game button here, right? So when I go into private game, if I have a cancel button or a back out button, something right here, that would be nicer. Let's go look at challenges. I didn't really do this yet. I'm sure there'll be more explanations coming down the road that will explain it. So I don't really know. I haven't tried that yet, so it's something I haven't done, so I don't have any comments on that. I do like the room code. I'm sure this has already been said before, but there's no way to talk in game. Like if I hit T, there's no chat window. I'm sure that's something y'all are working on. But yeah, a way for people to talk, not just using Discord or something like that. Obviously, this was a nice addition to be able to run matches with other people. So that's something I'm sure you guys are already aware of or working on. When I go to the skills menu, I do love this new font. I think that's awesome. I love all of this. I love all of that at the top. Right? I love all of this new animations. That all looks really cool. I don't know this. I liked the old skill menu. I don't dislike the idea of having to pick, your tree. I don't know if it's just the way they look, or I feel like maybe that's what these little squares are next to their names. You're going to have some kind of artwork there, I'm guessing. I don't want to say it's bland. I don't know. It was just, when I got to this, I was underwhelmed, maybe. I'd have to directly compare it to the old skills one, but it felt like something was missing here. That said, I do like all the little animations around it. I think all of that's really nice. I don't have any real complaints from any of that. All that looks cool. I like it. I was thinking about this in the game. I don't know if you guys plan on having a monster Pokedex or anything, but once you kill an enemy, for instance Diablo 3, when you kill a new enemy, it would give you a little backstory on them. if we had like an option for like monsters or enemy types or something like that. I don't know if that's really necessary, but I think that'd be a cool addition, just in case you start putting in weaknesses or strengths and that kind of stuff for the different enemy types. But yeah, that's my only complaint about this, which is just, I mean, like I told CG, it's just being nitpicky. Maybe it's the font. I don't know. There's just something about it. I like how it's got like the effects to it, but it just felt like it was missing something. So, this is really cool. I'd love to see if the accessories have some effect on the game or not, like with spider tanks. That would be really cool. I didn't use any of these. I didn't even try. But I feel like if there's an animation and I click it, shouldn't it like show me what that animation is, so I can see what the animation looks like, right? This I'm imagining. I don't know, how do I see those? You know what I mean? Like I should be able to see them. I'm sure that's again something I'm probably gonna work towards. But again, this is just a observational thing. Armory, very cool. I don't think I even got the plasma rifle once, so I didn't get to see it. And then NFT menu. This is all cool. I mean, this is all forward progress. I talked to CG about Renegade. So Renegade and Ronin have the same voice actor apparently. But apparently she has. They both have different voice actors, or they sound different. Because I had once on her at one point it said, you know,
time to get our hands dirty.
It said something about, imagine what I can do with 2 arms. So I guess that got in there. I miss Renegade, to be honest. I love my shotgun guy. But you know, I get it. You gotta test new characters out and stuff. I'm gonna jump into this game here so we can.
Hey, watch it! You're tracking blood all over.
So we can talk about.
I'll mop it up after you leave.
What is it that the biggest thing is the E prompts? Like those are fine, but the drops become an issue. Okay, so we're in here, right? Sometimes people don't know how to get in here, or they take their time, whatever. That's all fine. So we get in here. I'm gonna pick something. Now I'm gonna pick one. Okay. If I have no S creds left, or this is in my opinion. My opinion. Once I pick this, and I don't have a reroll, like I have no reason to stay in this menu, I should be immediately brought back out of the menu. See, like right here, I shouldn't be in the menu still. So I gotta hit escape. Like, because if I wanted to go back into it,
there's something wrong with me.
I could just press the E button. You know what I mean? But I feel like once I pick my weapon or my ability, I should be brought back out. Because now the teleportal's waiting on me, right? I think that's just a nitpicky thing. That's just me. Maybe people don't care. I love the robot, and people are like, it gets boring and repetitive. I'm sure you guys are gonna have more things for him to say. I think what would be fun is, like, let's say he's talking, and you give us a way to skip prompts. So again, I go back to D3. When there's somebody talking, and it's like you're not supposed to be able to like go over it, I have my scroll wheel set to scroll through dialogue, so it just goes through it. But I think that'd be a fun way to add that in, and then he'll get upset. Like the robot will start keeping track that you keep ignoring him, and he's like, you know what, I was going to tell you something, but I'm not going to tell you anyway. You know, or oh, good, fine, I'll shut up, or you know, stuff like that, just to make it a little more quirky for when you go to interact with him, and you get tired of hearing him say the same stuff, right? I think that'd be fun. I love the addition of the new barrels. I think that's super awesome. I was going to ask you about the melee. I thought this was a Ronin specific thing. Okay, there it is right there. We're going to talk about that. Perfect. Okay. I noticed that they all have the same like cool flippy, I would like to see it be a chain almost. I don't know how we trigger him to do the cool flip, but they all do it. Maybe animations. Everybody has different melee animations. I don't know. Let's go kill this guy, and we'll go back. Can I just say how I've died several times because of cars exploding? And I don't like it. it's a great element to have in the game, make you a little more conscious about it. But like last night, I was on a solo run, and I had the motorcycle ability, and I ran into an explosive barrel accidentally and it killed me, and I just died. I was like, that's. I will say I do like the new Xeno stuff. It's very cool. I think it's a nice. It feels a little overpowered, especially when they start shooting for you. They don't automatically shoot, which I like, but I also don't like. You know, I want them to kind of be like a turret, self-defense turret, but I think it makes more sense to have them not attack on their own. So you still have to actually actively engage with the enemy. So let's go back to what I was going to talk about. Okay, so I come up to this weapon, right? You see how that's like that? You have that notification for it right there. We don't have that for this. See the difference? This has that. Okay. Now you see how far away I am from this, and I can still pick. My cursor is right here. I am talking right now. Thank you. Okay. Look how far away my cursor is from it, and I still get the E prompt. My cursor's all the way right here. Like I'm not looking at it. What the hell shooting at me? I am trying to have a conversation here. You can make me kill you. I would love for there to be more faster ways to get up right there. I always feel so slow. Can I go talk now? Alright. So let's alright, so again, I'm that far away, right? I can still pick up that peacemaker, excuse me. Now, when I come here, look how I'm the same distance, I still can't pick it up. Now, it works right there, but sometimes I got to get like right over it. Like if I'm right here, it's not giving me the prompt to pick it up. You see the difference? Like it's like the hit box for picking this up is like even that, it's not letting me pick it up. And I get the cursor's not on it, but it just seems like it's harder to pick these up than it is the others. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's my experience with it. It just felt like the weapons are easier to pick up. I do love all the Xeno stuff. I think it's a really cool addition. And for instance, when you load into a boss fight, you have no Xenos. It makes it very challenging. Like
That's a lot of
Backbone,
bad
for
guys
instance.
around
You know.
You're gonna need to clear them out. Just for general safety reasons. Not because of my own personal blood.
I don't know if they were damaging others when they exploded before, but I certainly love that they're doing it now. And I can tell you, I got killed by a lot of cars. And I wasn't happy about it, but I do like that it's making a little more conscious of what you're doing. Yeah, Xeno hands are pretty OP. That with the car, you just run around knocking people up. I love the confetti. I think that's great. I really do like the addition of the barrels. I think it was a really nice addition. Yeah, that was one of my big things, was the E prompt. For some reason, it just felt like it was a lot harder to pick those up than it was to pick up the guns. So I'm gonna switch. Charge Driver's really cool. Really like that one. Very helpful for solo. Let's see what else. I don't know. I think that was one of the big. That was one of the big ones. That was probably the biggest thing I had. Was that. I don't hate this animation, but I feel like you put the flip in there, but it's really hard to get it to pop the flip. I don't know, does everybody get their own melee animation? It's all the kind of same thing. I don't know. Okay, so there was one thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so I'm hitting escape right now, and it's going in the menu and going out of the menu. I didn't do it in the mission. When we go back in, we'll talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about this. There's no more weapons, and it's upgrades, and then you get weapons later. I don't know if that's something that's the way you're gonna keep it. I like the idea of having the choice. You know, like you had it. It was like weapons and then skills, weapons and skills. I don't know if that's just me. I do think this is a great addition, the wanted poster. I think it's really cool, especially when you're in a group and you can brag about how well you're doing versus everyone else. Damage enemy. I really do love all the Xeno stuff. But yeah, let's see if I can get it to do what I was trying to get it to do. I know when I had the shotgun in the Ronin yesterday and I was in bouncy ball form, and I was doing the bouncy ball form, he was showing like my arms sticking out like all janky and stuff. So I know the new Xeno animations are probably a bit newer. Oh, see, this is fun. Okay, see, it's working now. I forgot where it was, but I was hitting escape and it wasn't working.
How much do you think they pay these guys?
All right, that was getting stuck. So I hit escape, but it wouldn't actually open. There was something else. I'm gonna pause right here and I'm gonna think about it and I'll come back. Alright, I did think of something. Okay, so right now I am in windowed full screen, right? Now watch. I can go over, right? I can go over. I couldn't go over until I hit the Windows key. So now, see, I can't go over right now. I'm getting stuck on the edge. So I've got to hit the Windows key to get out. When it's this cursor on the screen, it won't let me go over. Okay, so right here, something else I thought of. I know we get in to walking up against it puts us into crouch, or up against the barricade. I don't know if there's plans for a crouch button. I would love to see a crouch button. If we can get like control, I'm pressing control right now. If it's not crouch button, there's no crouch button. But that would be fun, or an enter or exit. The same button could be used if you're entering or exiting cover. You could also use that to crouch if you're not by cover. I don't know if that's plans. A double jump when you're not super powered, or a way to ledge up would be nice. But I think that's all just nitpicking, making sure you move appropriately. My first time with this weapon, I really like it. I do like the more variety in the weapons this time. I think that's all good. Yeah, I think the biggest things are like little nitpicky nuance things. I'd love to have the option to upgrade my weapons. You know, what if I don't want any of this? Right? I don't care about any of these. I would rather get a nicer weapon. You know, so having that option I think would be nice. And then the escape menu. So like right now, I can't. My mouse won't go outside the screen. I have to hit the Windows key, and then I can get out. And then once I come back in, then the mouse is free to go left and right outside of the screen. Not everybody has a multi-monitor, obviously, but all right, we're gonna need this for the boss fight. So this is the other thing, the boss fight, right? That's talk about skippable cutscenes. I do like this new map. It feels very busy. It feels like there's a lot going on. Like you've made it very large so that you can do multiple things with it. But it just feels like really empty. Like right now, there's just nothing going on, and I'm just running through this huge open map to go to this one little spot. You know what I mean? I would like to be able to skip this after a certain while, or make it so where it shows their weaknesses and strengths, something like that. I know it's not that long, but you know, when you're trying to speed rush constantly to level up, you know, taking those seconds off here and there are a nice advantage. I know Diablo 3 has a setting where it's like skip all cutscenes or whatever. So like once you've seen all of them, it just doesn't waste your time with them. So like right now, okay, perfect example. I'm hitting escape right now. It's not coming back out. I can't. I'm hitting escape, nothing. So I don't know why. I don't know why I can hit escape. So now watch. Now it works. But that first time it wouldn't work. So I don't know. That happened before, and I wasn't able to capture that on camera. But now I have. Backbone's a pain in the ass. I like it. I will say there were some hitboxes I felt like they were being a little bit exploited with Backbone. That left arm has been the hardest one to get. Like I feel there was some collateral damage he was doing. I do like how they don't explode, like just when you use ice on them, the same effect, right? It stops them from exploding. I think that's nice. Xenos is super unexpectedly good. Go. Alright, so look, right here, you see how far away from this I am? And it's still allowing me to pick it up. I mean, look where my cursor's at. It's all the way over here to the right, and yet I can still pick that up. You know? Versus this, I still can't pick it up. I still can't pick it up. Now I can pick it up. But that far away, it just feels like that hitbox. Even the juice tank hitboxes. See, I'm over it. Can't pick it up. Can't pick it up. Now I can. If I'm right here over it, I can't pick it up. You know, it feels like that hitbox is off somehow. So that's probably one of my biggest complaints is like being in the middle of a match and having to stop and like do this, looking at the ground, trying to get the hitbox to hit so I can pick it up. But again, I think that's all a nuancey thing. I'm glad it did the escape issue I was having. I was hoping it would. It's working now, but I think maybe it was in boss fights when I noticed the problem. But yeah, that's definitely probably the biggest things. I noticed that the abilities, they had some decent ones, but definitely a big improvement on the skill tree. Big improvement on the power-up abilities. I feel like there's an open space right here that maybe we can fill with something explaining more. Like I know you have that, but maybe there could be a stationary something there, or when you hover over these you can click on them or something. It tells you what you've already got, what they do, that kind of thing. I think that'd be cool. But notice my cursor's right in the middle of the screen, right? Look, it's almost touching the stairs, and it's giving me the option to pick up the charge lance, right? Versus here, look how close I am to that, and it's not giving me the option to pick it up. See how it's showing share, but it's not showing the E. See, I gotta be like right on top of it to get it. So I just feel like, look at the difference in that. You see? Like, I'm not even close. Cursor's not even close to it. It's still giving me the option to pick up the weapon. So I'd like to see if maybe that could be rectified. The big pop-up you're getting here for the weapon as well, if we could do that for the other ability drops as well, I think that'd be cool. Just when I thought I was done. Okay. I hit escape and it wouldn't it's not letting my mouse out of the screen now, you can see. It's not letting my mouse out. And hitting escape, coming out here, clicking on something, when I come back in, the escape in the mouse. And then I think that's nitpicking. Again, you know I like to nitpick. All right, I wanted to show you this, guys, real quick. I'm just waking up, but I jumped on, and I just so happened to be walking right here, and I was able to do this. I mean, I guess that's just how it is, but I've never seen under the map or through the walls. So like, it's not happening there, but it is happening right here. So I guess not obviously a huge deal, but I happen to be shooting at enemies right there, and obviously my bullets aren't going through, which is fine, but I am able to sneaky peeky through there. And so for location reference, I'm up here. I just collected the juice from right there, and yeah, frame of reference, it's this wall below the glowy sign thing. So yeah, just wanted to document that. Alright, I got another one for you. Backbone. I defeated Backbone. He died against this wall right here, so there's the entrance to the Backbone fight. He died right here. The juice tank. Also, this whatever this boulder is, I'm pressing left. I'm pressing forward and right now, and I'm not moving. So every time this boulder lands after a Backbone fight, there's some contact issues, I feel like, with it, because it's like you can't move when you're adjacent to it. I don't know. I guess it's the same way this is, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. But yeah, the juice tank fell inside that wall, but I was able to get my cursor close enough to it to get it. But my perk drop, I can't get to. So obviously there's no other way to get to that unless I somehow teleported through the wall. So just a little contact issue. I've never killed him against this wall, but I've also never killed him against a wall, I think, ever before. So never had that issue where everything fell through. So. All right, got another little issue for you. Right here, I'm pressing forward and I can't go up the stairs. So I'm running up the stairs from right here. I'm at the end of this alleyway, running up the stairs, and I get caught on this last stair. I can go this way, and it'll go up. Right there, not a problem. But right here, up this main stairway, I get caught. I don't have any issues over here, over here, over here. I'm in this corner, run up this way, no problem. But right up here, getting caught on the stairway. I can jump over it, obviously. Running down is not a problem, but running up, I get stuck. Hey guys, so I wanted to point out, CG had said that indeed when you pick up the juice, you do actually get it, and I did this time pick up one, and I had already used it, as you can see, and I still have 1 credit left. This was a comment I wanted to ask you about. You see out there's this little exclamation point here, and it's blinking, but I don't know what it means. There's nothing on the screen telling me what that means, because when you hover over these, both just say Xeno over to the right. I think something else that would be convenient is if that exclamation point means that I would be replacing something up here, then when I hover over this and it highlights that box, then it would also highlight the box up here that is being affected. Or when you go over these abilities, having it highlight up here what that actually would be affecting. And again, if you're doing something and it's going to replace it, that would be something I think that would help us all out. So that's all I got. Alright, so I just beat Wind Up, and he died in the slime. So I don't know. I mean, he chose to stand over the slime, right? I didn't ask him to. But now I have to sacrifice getting slime on me to pick up all the stuff. So maybe if there's a way to make sure when the boss dies that, maybe if it just lands right here, You know what I mean? So I don't have to go get slime on me to get it. I think that would be nice, especially
Careful not to
since
spill
slime
any
is
of that.
extremely detrimental.
It's very valuable. Also, it stains.
But yeah, I'm basically stuck. If I want to get this, I have to go get slime on me. So, just wanted to say I didn't like that. Just yeah, I mean, it's not your fault that he decided to die right there. I get that, you know. But you know, just thought I'd add that in. All right, bye. I think that's it, guys. If I think of anything else, I'll try and throw it in a video. But I appreciate you all so much. If you ever need someone to help test, I would be more than happy to. And I know my community would also be happy to help. But I love it. I look forward to more. Please give us more. That's all I can say. Thank you. I love you. Take care. Bye.